Well, let's not forget that our UEFA Champions League coverage continues on Sports Night. We've got more action from all the British teams as they try to face on Europe's best. Now the time is nearly 8 o'clock and it's time for your weekly dose of Premier League action in Match of the Day. Good evening and welcome to Match of the Day, the only show that tries to predict the Premier League and just about gets everything completely wrong. Still though, that's just shows us for relying on Pro Evo. This is what we have for you this week. We start with Leeds and Aston Villa. Aston Villa yet to win a game this season, and Leeds United, newly promoted, is showing up their former Midland rivals. This was a fantastic game, and we'll bring you extended highlights of this one.
With a good ball in there, can't find Watkins. And then we'll try one. Oh! We had Mez there.
And the battle for the Champions League is underway between Manchester United and Chelsea. There was a showdown at Old Trafford, and we've got you all the action there. It's still Cavani! Oh, it's off the outside post, holding the net. Plus highlights from the other 8 games that were played in today's Premier League. First we go to Villa Park. Aston Villa avoided relegation thanks to a dodgy bit of Hawkeye. Will the luck be on their side in the virtual world of the Premier League, or will Leeds United continue their blistering start to the Premier League? It was an absolute cracker, and we're extending highlights in the commentary box for us. It's Trevor Motson.
Well, here we are at Villa Park. Trevor Lynham said I'm an eternal optimist, so I'm going to try and work my magic hopefully on Aston Villa. Played 5, lost 5, but that's not detracted from Leeds' starters, which has not been too bad. 2 wins, a draw and a defeat, and a couple of defeats in their first 5 games. But Villa put Martinez back in goal after Nyland's mistake at Leicester. Grealish, Watkins and Traore. Barkley up front, Barkley, Huren, McGinn make up a trio of great midfielders there potentially for Villa. As for Leeds, well, they've got Bamford, Costa, Rodrigo, who look very lively up front. Watch out for Klitsch, Hernandez and Phillips in the midfield. They could cause Villa 1 or 2 problems. And the referee today comes from the Wirral. It's the one and only Mike Dean. Coming up to a quarter of an hour gone here at Villa Park. We're in a new commentary position this year. In the Trinity Row stand as opposed to the dugout stand, which is on the far side of the ground now. As you look at it, the north stand to my left and the alt end to the right. Here's Klitsch now for Leeds in the white shirts. Villa, of course, in claret and blue. Alowiski. And that's a good turn. Alowiski's shot was charged away. Henley will pick it up now for Leeds. Bamford's in there. With an early warning there for Villa. Alowiski there. Good block there by the defender. And Villa survive again. And they start starting to get ahead of steam here at the moment. Absolutely playing football out of this world. Almost in a similar way than it was last week. Oh, and that was almost an own goal. Well, they're making 1 or 2 errors at the back, Villa. They do look a side that's fragile in confidence. And the corner's been taken short to Alowiski. Klitsch now gets the cross, got a deflection off target, and the goalkeeper lost it. And now Rodrigo hooks the ball back, and Kelvin Phillips to shoot, and a good save. Tremendous save that from Martinez. The danger not over yet. Klitsch now for Leeds. John McGinn to face him. And Klitsch gets the ball back into the danger zone. Gilbert does enough and gets it away. And Villa win a free kick for all that, and a bit of relief. Well, Villa are defending with real fragility here. Gilbert winning the free kick, but the early opportunity here came from a Martinez's fumble, which allowed Rodrigo to get possession. Nice little cutback. Phillips, terrific right footer, well saved by Martinez. And we're almost at 25 minutes here at Villa Park, and it's all Leeds United at the moment. This is Rodrigo into Bamford, who scored a lovely team goal against Wolves last week, their third goal. And here's Costa in there. Oh, it should have been 1-0. Once again, Villa at 6s and 7s at the back, but Leeds are playing some really good football, and even the most hardened of Villa fans would not disagree that Leeds should be at least 2 goals, if not 3 up by now. We've had 39 minutes gone, and it's all been Leeds United. There's no doubt about that. Villa do look aside, devoid of any ideas or any confidence at the moment. And Leeds are looking absolutely superb. Here's Ailey. Costa. Bamford, back to goal. Nice turn! Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant from Patrick Bamford. And the former Derby and Burnley striker fires Leeds ahead. And it has to be said, it's been coming right from the word go. Nice turn, nice shot. Villa giving the room to turn and get that half a yard of space a striker normally needs in that position. Leeds in front, 1-0. So we're all set to go in the second half. And no changes I can see from any of the two teams. It was a wretched first half for Villa, who in my opinion are very lucky to be at least only a goal down. They should have been 2 or 3 down in truth. Leeds have played some really good football here today. And the ball will break to Martinez, and oh my goodness me, he's going to let Bamford in to score, and Leeds have scored the easiest goal they'll ever get all season, and Martinez has done what Nyland did last week at Leicester and has presented the opposition with a goal. Leeds go 2 up. Calamity upon calamity for the bottom side in the Premier League. Is it going to be 60 feet on the spin? They seen no danger there, and then Martinez took 1 touch too many, and Bamford said, "Thank you very much, I'll have my second of the day." Almost like he's all his birthdays and Christmases. They come all at once, and it was gift wrapped with love from the goalkeeper. Really calamitous defending that from Villa. Well, it's going to take a comeback of extraordinary proportions for Villa to get back into this here at Villa Park. And well, the nerves are really jangling now. There's a lot of disgruntled Villa fans in the Trinity Road stand around me at the moment where I am in the commentary box, and it's looking bleak for Aston Villa, but they're going to try and put 1 or 2 passes together. They need just to get a bit of confidence. Gilbert with a good ball in there, can't find Watkins. And then we'll try one. Oh! Well, he had Mez there diving away to his right there. It was just wide, but that was better from Aston Villa. That'll give Villa Park a little bit of a lift. Cooper with a header only half away, and that was a good shot, not far away. That's better, much better from Aston Villa, and a good effort that deserved better reward there from Traore. Now we're coming up towards an hour. Still Leeds 2 goals in front here at Villa Park. And the 3,000 or so supporters who have come down the M1 and the M6 to Yorkshire. They've been from Yorkshire to Birmingham. Well, it's been worth their while so far. There's still half an hour left. I think they could do with that 3rd goal. That will really sink Aston Villa now. And Costa might be the man to get it. Oh, what a save by Martinez. Well, that, for the moment anyway, has kept Aston Villa in the hunt. Aiming now for Leeds. Kelvin Phillips, the cock. Watkins got a touch, but Cox again will get the ball forward, and Anders now takes it up for Leeds. They're playing that fluent football like we saw to terrific effect in the first half. And Maluski, sort of football we saw Wolves last week, and they played them off the park, winning 3-1. And Hernandez has won a 3 kick and looks to take it quickly, which he does, into Bamford, who's looking for the hat-trick, and he's denied that by Martinez, but Hernandez might follow up, but Engels Gets across on the follow-up. Well, this was the Elder Costa chance. That was a great save from Martinez from point-blank range and turned it away superbly. And then from the quickly taken free kick, Patrick Bamford so close to getting that hat-trick, but Martinez again made a smart save, and then Engels stopped the follow-up. 25 minutes left to play. Villa still needing miracles maybe. It might come to a case if they haven't scored 5 minutes later, and they might need snookers. Ollie Watkins. Now then, Traore. Gilbert. And he goes down. I think he's given a penalty. Villa have a lifeline from the penalty spot. If they can take this, then it's game on. Phillips is leading the protest, but Mike Dean has given a penalty. And Leeds are not happy. It's fair to say. Well, let's have a look at it again. Oh, that looks soft to me, but it might be the stroke of luck that Villa need. It's a tough one against Kelvin Phillips. It's got to be said. But Villa have a penalty. There's no VAR. And what a moment for Conor Hourihane. Can he drag his team back into the game? Yes, he can. 2-1. It's game on at Villa Park. As Neil Taylor's just come on as a substitute in all of that. Villa Park explodes with joy and hope. And Villa may well save themselves now. They're giving themselves a chance. Looked a tough decision, I have to say, against Phillips. But there was no doubt about the penalty. Confidently put away. And Villa may well get a point out of this. If not free from this. They've given themselves a chance to end their losing streak. It's 2-1. Villa now are looking a lot more of a confident side, a much more accomplished side than what they were at the start of the season, where they just couldn't buy any goals, let alone a win. Grealish, good save. And Villa get a corner, but they're playing with a lot more endeavour, a lot more enterprise. And if they keep this fluency of football up, they may well cause a few more problems before this afternoon's out here in the sunshine at Villa Park. Good save by Mesler. And a corner now to be taken by Conor Hourihane as Trezeguet replaces Grealish. And in it goes there, and there's a... Oh, Barclays hit the bar! It comes to Trezeguet now. Barclay, deflection. And Trezeguet can't keep it in. But I think it might be a corner. But Barclay hitting the bar, and Villa should be level now. And then he had another shot which got a deflection. And I don't think it touched Trezeguet before it crossed the line. It didn't, so a corner it is given. 20 minutes to go. Conor Hourihane to take the corner. Short to Taylor, the substitute. Can Villa get that equalising goal? Oh, well, it almost came through there. And Leeds was very desperate defending there. Got away with it. But here comes McGinn now for Villa. Their tails are up now. They're creating chances. Trezeguet's in there. Ollie Watkins is in there. Ollie Watkins! Should have been 2-2. This is turning into a real classic here at Villa Park. Well, there's an old phrase in football. There's always a game of two halves, and it's certainly turning out that way. Villa having the better of the second half. They've got another corner, and Keenan Davis has replaced Ollie Watkins. Can he make the impact here? It's the third corner in succession. Here it comes, the corner. It's a deep one. Going to come to Gilbert, who got the penalty, which put Villa back on the road again. McGinn with a cross there. Taylor might reach it, and he does. Taylor's ball in there. It's a dangerous one. He went right across the face, and Trezeguet couldn't reach it, but he's kept it in to his great credit, and it's got past Cooper, and he's found McGinn. Good save, and Alurski gets it away for Leeds. Oh my word. Well, I thought the 4-4 at Old Trafford would take some beating, but this is running it close. What a game here at Villa Park, as we see McGinn's shot stayed brilliantly there by Mesler. Quarter of an hour remains. Leeds attack, but it breaks down. It's McGinn for Villa. Traore now for Villa. And Davis is through the substitute. Can he make the impact? He can! It's 2-2! It's unbelievable! Keegan Davis has done it for Villa. Could it be their first point of the season? Well, they might have time to win it. Who knows? But they've given themselves a real chance now. 2-2. Just listen to the roar here at Villa Park. Beautiful weighted ball. Davis got away from his men. He got away from 3 Leeds men, in fact. And unerringly took it past Mesler and into the back of the net. It's all happening here at Villa Park. It's 2-2. And when Leeds seem to have had the game won, they've let it slip from their grasp, and Villa can sense victory here possibly. 12 to play. Villa in the ascendancy now. Leeds having played so well for about 55 minutes of this game, and now well and truly on the back foot. With Taylor now for Villa. Trezeguet. Villa Park is now buzzing, and that's a lovely ball in. Oh! He just needed a touch inside that 6-yard area, and Villa may have just completed the comeback of the century. But they've really given themselves that real hope now and belief as that ball is flicked in there. Trezeguet blocked away by the defender. McGinn, he scored! An absolute beauty! This is the comeback of the season without a shadow of a doubt. Oh my goodness! That was a shot of absolute pure genius. John McGinn, the Scottish international, has just hit one of the goals of the season. I'm absolutely lost for words. I've never seen anything like this. Commentating for Trevor Sports, I thought I'd seen it all, but I've seen it all now. 3-2 to Villa. Can Leeds respond? Rodrigo. 2 up and coasting. Now they're 3-2 down and chasing it. Bamford! Well, that was the chance for Leeds to get level. I'll tell you what, this has been one of the games of the season. Lovely cross, and Bamford should have got the hat-trick. And you could argue that should have been 3-all. 5 to play. Can Villa just cling on and gain their first victory of the season? And what a moment it would be for them. Get off the bottom of that table. 5 successive defeats before today, and now they're hanging on. Oh, they've made a mistake, and Martinez has saved Villa. Well, the mistakes before on that second Leeds goal may well be forgotten if that save from Rodrigo wins Villa the match. Got up and clawed the ball away. 4 added minutes. Villa hanging on for dear life now. How they would do love an insurance policy of a 4th now. Taylor maybe taken into the corners. Now they're going to go bold here. Davis! Good save! Well, maybe they are going for that 4th goal. I thought for a moment Tottenham might have took it to the corner flag there, but he didn't. Villa went bold and nearly got the reward. Good save by Mesler. Taylor now. 3 minutes into 4 added at the end of the game. We've played the 4 minutes. Villa nearly there now. Davis will take it towards the corner, and he's got the corner out of it. There'll be time for this corner. Leeds are absolutely seething. In fact, I think he's given a free kick here, Mike Dean. And Leeds are annoyed now. You can understand their frustration there as Berardi. He's penalised there. And now can Villa, well, surely now they've got the game won, but can they make it absolute? Wolverhampton with the free kick. Barclays! He's done it! What a fantastic second half display, and that is the icing on the cherry on the cake. And Aston Villa now, surely, without a shadow of a doubt, will get their first Premier League victory of the season. And Villa Park rejoices. And they'll be singing and dancing in the streets of North Birmingham tonight. They were 2-0 down and looked dead and buried at one point. But Aston Villa have scored 4 unanswered goals in the second half and are going to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. And they've done it so well. What a good game this has been here at Villa Park. Terrific entertainment. And it's been a privilege to be here to see it. And Mike Dean surely will blast the final whistle, and there it is. Leeds were 2 up after 47 minutes. Bamford with a brace. Then the comeback. Conor Hooverland, Keenan Davis, John McGinn after 82, and then Ross Barkley after 90 plus 5 has sent Villa Park in delirium. It's finished here in a dramatic game. Aston Villa 4, Leeds United 2. Wow.
Well, that's another outstanding game. Just shows you that the Premier League really is without its peers in the quality that we have for you. And we hope to continue more of this going on. And speaking of quality, Manchester United and Chelsea are up next. Battle for two sides looking to assert their dominance. One has spent loads and hoping for it. The other, probably, for judging by their fans' reaction, hasn't spent enough. Old Trafford was set, and in the rain over Forest, you'll be giving your match commentators for this one is Trevor Davis. Well, Manchester United have their brand new star striker starting for them. Edis Cavani is in the starting lineup, along with Alex Telles. Mason Greenwood, who impressed at midweek in the defeat to Paris Saint-Germain, moves to the bench. Manchester United know today that they have it all to do and to prove their credentials after their defeat to Newcastle United last weekend. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer goes for potentially his strongest team with a midfield lineup of Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba and Donny van der Beek. Can Pogba act as the anchor? Cavani is flanked by Martial and Rashford, and Alex Telles is preferred to look short at left back. For Chelsea, Thiago Silva will partner Rudiger, and Ben Chilwell continues his great form. Kante, rumours of a split with Lampard starts today. Werner, Havertz, Ziyech and Pulisic are the front four to look out for. Rashford steals it. Now Cavani. He's been slightly exposed, but that's a clever ball through to Rashford, who's got there ahead of Rudiger. And then had 3 blue shirts around him and had nowhere to go. The balance of the first 20 minutes, I think Frank Lampard has... hang on, we'll watch this. This is Cavani for Manchester United. Good stop. I was just about to say that Frank Lampard's team tactically have got this one better. Kepa goes long. Pogba and Bruno Fernandes with a fantastic ball through to Cavani, who's onside and denied by Kepa. Just goes to show you just what the man behind the microphone really knows about the game. Good save. Here's Rudiger. Spiliqueta plays a pass inside to Ziyech. Havertz teasing cross in, looking towards Pulisic, away by Wan-Bissaka. Fernandes appreciated the quality of that clearance. Kovacic, Chelsea still have the ball and still have the chance to put pressure on. Rashford to Cavani. Van der Beek wanted it quickly. Cavani was unable to hold it up, and now Chelsea can move forward again. Havertz with a delightful ball through to Ziyech, who's through for Chelsea. Great block by Harry Maguire. Really, really good defending. It's a short corner towards Spiliqueta. Teasing towards Kai Havertz! And De Gea, Havertz, that effort from danger. And thanks to the Manchester United goalkeeper, it's still goalless. Here's Kante. Havertz. To Ben Chilwell. Kovacic was there as an option for a short ball. Plays it to Pulisic. Now here's Mateo Kovacic. Havertz. Options out wide. Options to go for goal. Perhaps the wrong option. Havertz turning, finding space in that little pocket in front of the Manchester United centre-halves, but was leaning back on the shots, and it was never going to worry David De Gea from there. Lindelof. Kovacic steals the ball. Timo Werner. Chance for Chelsea on the counter-attack. Kovacic. Werner again. Now Manchester United have the ball with Cavani. Got Rashford ahead of him if he can see him. This is Edison Cavani for Manchester United. And now this is Bruno Fernandes. And it's a great block. It's not a very good clearance. It's still Cavani. Oh, it's off the outside post holding the net. It's missed by half a foot. Cavani showed his presence, the new Manchester United number 7. Picked the ball up to try and finish. Ben Chilwell. Martial stolen the ball. Under pressure though from Pulisic, both sides pressing it around in the other when they have possession. Pogba. Van der Beek into Bruno Fernandes. Going long up the field towards Cavani. And Rudiger is there again. He's done a fine job this evening, Rudiger. Alex Telles to Van der Beek. First time left-footed ball. Oh, what a great pass that was! And what a fantastic goal that is by Anthony Martial, who has looked completely out of it, but 10 minutes into the second half is right back in the game with the goal for Manchester United. But what a delightful ball that was by Donny van de Beek. First time, and it carved open the Chelsea defence like a hot knife through butter. Delightful in the pass. For the very first time this evening, Anthony Martial was side by side with that of a Chelsea defender and had the pace and the guile to beat them. And the finish pass, Pepe Arrizabalaga. Bruno Fernandes to Telles. Clever little pass into Rashford. Good strength shown by Rashford. Alex Telles, the Brazilian, into the Dutchman, Donny van der Beek, who's lost it. Ziyech, Azpilicueta, Kai Havertz, Telles. Harry Maguire's pass was just momentarily cut out by Timo Werner, and that's a terrible pass back, which is putting Christian Pulisic here for Chelsea, and it's Timo Werner! And Werner should have punished Manchester United's poor defending here. Lindelof gave it away. Werner played in Pulisic, who unselfishly played it back to the Chelsea striker. I wonder if Harry Maguire put off Werner enough. But that is poor defending from Manchester United. Coming up to 8 years since they were last Premier League champions. Hakim Ziyech. Kovacic. And again. Ziyech playing as a central role. That's a delightful ball through to Pulisic. Oh, what a chance that was. But a fantastic pass. Really was outstanding. Look at this by Hakim Ziyech. That was a brilliant pass. Pulisic on the volley. Oh, he didn't miss by much. Chelsea are getting closer and closer. Telles into Cavani. Martial. Goal separates these two sides. Here's Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Here's Daniel James. Good save. And it is just about cleared away, but Daniel James again. And it hits the post. And Manchester United came so close to wrapping up the match. United look like they're trying to go for the jugular. Wan-Bissaka. Van der Beek. Looking more at home in that red shirt. Martial. Cavani. Can he turn and shoot? Oh, he's hit the woodwork again. Another effort strikes the post. It could have been 3. It could have been all level. There's a game of what ifs and could haves. Here's Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Can he provide a decent cross? We look to keep the ball in the corner. He does cross. It's from Cavani! And Edison Cavani on his weaker foot very nearly opened his account for Manchester United. And in front of the Stretford end, I don't think there would have been a more perfect way to do it. Phil Jones is brought in at right back for Manchester United, and Marcus Alonso, Ben Chilwell. Chelsea having so much more of the ball, but they're the ones that are behind. Here's Marcus Alonso, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and still going on, Kovacic and Lindelof. Oh, he can't clear it very nicely. It's Hakim Ziyech! Oh, what a brilliant goal! Hakim Ziyech has hit one from the edge of the area, and United can hold on no longer. Chelsea are level, and they have punished Manchester United's poor finishing. Twice United have hit the woodwork, and Chelsea strike. And the away fans that have made a long journey up from West London this evening, they've got a long way home, but this might keep everybody in fine spirits for this. And when Hakim Ziyech picked this ball up, you knew something might happen. Lindelof completely scrambled. Ziyech's first touch got it onto his favourite left foot, and he hit it with such power. David De Gea could get nowhere near it. Credit to Hudson-Odoi for keeping the ball in, keeping it alive with Kovacic. This is it by Lindelof. Panics. It's blocked. One touch. Look at that for a hit. A fine goal. A fine equaliser. Hakim Ziyech levels it. Phil Jones to Van der Beek. Needs support. Chelsea are still pushing forwards. Jones is under real pressure. Werner wins it back with 90 seconds of the 90 to go. Timo Werner for Chelsea. Is he going to find a winning cross? Maguire gets the header away. Only as far as Marcus Alonso for Chelsea. Alonso's into Hakim Ziyech. Is he going to do it again? He's not, because David De Gea makes the save. Tell you what, Hakim Ziyech looks some player. Goodness me, look at this. When he picked this ball up here, Ziyech, one touch on his right, and in the second motion with his left. Manchester United and Chelsea really didn't get things going in the first half, but in the second half the game sprung to life with chances apiece, brought on by poor defending. Manchester United hit the woodwork twice. Chelsea found a way to equalise with 5 minutes to go, and full time here at Old Trafford it is finished. Manchester United won, Chelsea won. Well, 1-0 isn't really going to help either side in the long term. A very even performance. Manchester United will be ruining the day that they didn't finish off the game. If only they'd signed a striker. Oh, anyway, let's go ahead and give you the roundup of all the other games played today. Arsenal had one of those days in front of goal. Jamie Vardy didn't. He went ahead and with his left foot volleyed in James Maddison's cross and gave Leicester City a lead which they were to hold for the rest of the match. But under serious pressure was Kasper Schmeichel, and the Leicester City captain was up to the challenge and duly earned his Man of the Match award. From the first of a few saves he made in the day, Aubameyang was put through and curled a beautiful effort that was palmed away by Schmeichel. And in the dying moments of the game, Thomas Partey found Aubameyang. His effort was deflected. It came to Lacazette. A strong left hand from Kasper Schmeichel was to the rescue. Arsenal's frustrations grew in the corner in the dying moments of the game. Ceballos' ball put in to Kolasinac, and look about this for a clearance. The back heel by Aubameyang, Maddison there to head it off the line. It just was not Arsenal's day. One final chance from the resulting corner. Kolasinac got his header, it was off target, and it was enough for Leicester City to take 3 points. Arsenal tasting defeat at the Emirates for the first time this season. Goalkeepers are such vital points of teams. Not very often they single-handedly win a match by themselves, but no doubt Leicester City's backline spoiled Arsenal's party. West Ham United and Manchester City met at the London Stadium, and this should have been a foregone conclusion. A delightful ball by Sergio Aguero played Raheem Sterling through, and if there's a award for cheekiest finish of the season, it's that one. A delightful chip, and it was frustration for Fabianski. Manchester City were able to make it too. Aguero played the ball back to Kevin De Bruyne that muscled his way through and muscled the ball past Fabianski. A thunderous effort that fired home, and you thought at this point, Manchester City, that's it. But at the moment, David Moyes' West Ham side is made of stronger stuff. A foul by Laporte in the area, taking down Haller, allowed the West Ham to have a penalty. Haller stepped up this time, and he coolly stroked the ball past Ederson to give West Ham United hope of what would be a stunning comeback. And the stunning comeback was completed 9 minutes from time. In a case of life-intimidating art, Noble's short pass was picked up by Lanzini, who hit a delightful effort from 25 yards out and brought the roof, if there was one, off the London Stadium. West Ham United levelled things up. A delightful moments for West Ham. And Manchester City are held back to a draw, a game which they were 2 up in. Brighton and West Bromwich Albion played down a mini classic down by the seaside. A lovely autumnal afternoon made way to the opening goal by Charlie Austin. You might remember him. Boy, did he have a fantastic afternoon in the end. His second goal arrived when a lovely pass through by Phillips was controlled beautifully by Charlie Austin, and he was able to rifle the ball past Ryan. And West Bromwich Albion, after their journey down from the West Midlands, were delighted to be 2 up. But Brighton showed that there's a little something left back in the side. Lallana's low cross was met by Yangabash. It was a great point-blank save, and Neil Maupay scored to give Brighton hope. It just turns out the 2-0 lead is never as safe as you think, especially this season in the Premier League. And Brighton did find a way to find an equaliser in the end, but it was Propia who continued to go again and again and again, and eventually was rewarded with the equaliser on the hour. And that's how the game finished. It was 2 apiece. Brighton showing they got a real ticker about them. They know they're in for a battle for survival, as does West Brom. It was 2-2. Look away now, Burnley fans. Jose Mourinho's Tottenham were in imperious form, and that getting his mark on his re-debut for them was Gareth Bale. A lovely little pass back by Harry Kane. Bale on his right foot fired the ball past Burnley's Nick Pope, and Tottenham Hotspur took the lead. Burnley threatened to be within the game, but towards the end of the second half, Tottenham accelerated through. Steven Bergwijn's delightful turn, a wonderful jinxing run. You thought we were going to see one of the passes of the season. It was a mistake from Nick Pope, but it was the awareness by Bergwijn to backheel it into the path of Harry Kane. His left-footed effort just rolled home. Alderweireld hit a late free kick, and Harry Kane rose to head higher than anybody else, and it was 3-0 Tottenham. While some could say the score might have flattened them, others would say that they're fully deserved. 3 became 4, and Son got on the score sheet again. Kane the provider, Son with a low curling effort just out of the reach of Nick Pope. Burnley's defence really shaky here. I'm sure Mike Garlick might have a few tricky tweets to answer after this one. Spurs winners by 4-0. Liverpool kept up the pressure on Sheffield United that was sitting 3rd in this game, but Alexander-Arnold produced pass of the day to play through Mo Salah, and his powerful effort was blasted home past Ramsdale. Liverpool leading. And then Divock Origi came through to march ahead past Jack O'Connell, and his finish was so calmly hit to give Liverpool all 3 points. Been winning ugly at the moment. They were due a top performance, but for so far for the Premier League champions, so good. With that, it then moves them right up the table, and a great results for everybody in the Liverpool side. The other side from Merseyside was on to the south coast to face Southampton, and it was their new signing James Rodriguez producing goal of the day. An absolute thunderbolt effort that could not be stopped. It was the only goal of the game, But if the only goal of the game is going to be that good, my heavens, it is delight seeing that. Zinedine Zidane has been questioned to ask why he allowed Jay Rodriguez to go on loan. With this form, Hammers is showing us some real quality for Everton. Wolverhampton Wanderers left it incredibly late to find the winning goal. Adama Traore charging in the area, popped across. Raul Jimenez's header was on target at long last, despite wild celebrations at Molineux. The goal came 3 minutes from the end of the 90, and it was enough to settle the match again. While it may not have the brilliance of James Rodriguez's goal, it was a fine finish and a fine team goal. Newcastle tasting defeat on the road. Wolverhampton Wanderers getting their season up and running from the side that was in the Europa League quarter-finals last year. Fulham and Crystal Palace played out the only goalless draw in the day, but it wasn't for want of trying from where Crystal Palace was. Look away under Astounders if you're looking now. All the time in the world, far too much power in trying to pick the difficult pass out. Jordan Ayew also found his way through, and from an impossible angle somehow missed. It looked easier to score from that situation. Note to himself next time, left foot instead of right. And then Fulham decided to give the best chance possible to let Crystal Palace win. The bar came to the rescue of a delightful chip by Andres Townsend, rattled away. And it was frustration for Roy Hodgson's men. A scramble from a corner befitting that of an FA Cup tie resulted in Patrick Van Arnold shooting left-footed, saved again. And that was the final action in the match. Quite incredible to see, but Fulham and Crystal Palace drew 0-0. It wasn't for the lack of trying. Poor result, you feel this is for Fulham. So here indeed are all the results of this week's Barclays Premier League action. Perhaps the biggest shocker potentially could be at the Emirates. Leicester hanging out for a 1-0 brilliant win. The biggest win of the day was by Tottenham Hotspur, their 4-0 demolition of Burnley. No doubt what game of the day is. Thank God we picked that. Aston Villa 4-2 winners over Leeds United, getting their first wins of the season. Man United and Chelsea were a 1-1 draw. Draws were order of the day. When we look at the top half of the Premier League table, Liverpool, after their win, moves them up to top of the table. Golden is a +9 and 15 points. Behind them is Tottenham Hotspur after their wonderful win, and Manchester City after that draw against West Ham. Drop back, and Leicester City, they're down to 4th place. Man United, Chelsea are once again in 5th and 6th, and Sheffield United back to 7th for them. Everton are ahead of Arsenal, and Wolves move up to the top half of the table. Southampton, Newcastle, Leeds United and Burnley are sitting around a bit of a table battle, but when you look further down the table you can see that West Brom and West Ham, they could get sucked into this relegation battle. Brighton are yet to win a game this season. Aston Villa are off the mark with their first points of the season. Fulham and Crystal Palace are also worrying low at the bottom. Next week, this is what we've got for you. Manchester United versus Arsenal will be our main game on Matchday, and we've got Newcastle United versus Everton, plus all the goals from all the other games. And don't forget, the Champions League is continuing on Sports Night here on Trevor Sports. We've got all the English sides back in action, and we'll bring you highlights from all our match commentators that will be live for this one. Well, what a fantastic week of football that we have for you. But don't worry, we're back with more Champions League action on Monday. From all of us, thank you very much for watching, and we hope you have a fantastic weekend. Bye-bye.